Salut tout le monde, j'espère que ça va et bienvenue dans l'épisode 2 d'Un sofa pour deux. Donc dans le premier épisode, on avait abordé le sujet de Maria qui avait été kidnappée à la naissance et adoptée illégalement. Donc si tu n'as pas déjà vu cet épisode, je t'invite fortement à le faire parce que ça en vaut vraiment la peine. Mais aujourd'hui, on va aborder un sujet un peu plus léger ou en tout cas moins chargé en émotions puisqu'on va se tourner vers le monde de la boxe et plus particulièrement le K1. Alors le K1, qu'est-ce que c'est? Donc pour ceux qui ne le savent pas, c'est un sport de combat qui est né dans les années 90 au Japon et qui intègre des éléments de différents arts martiaux tels que le kung-fu ou le karaté, d'où la lettre K, mais aussi le muay thai ou le kickboxing. Et aujourd'hui, on va accueillir ni plus ni moins le champion national dans sa catégorie, qui est moins de 75 kilos, ici à Lisbonne au Portugal. Donc il s'appelle Adelso Furtado, il est originaire du Cap-Vert et il a accepté aujourd'hui de nous faire confiance et de partager son expérience en tant qu'athlète avec son lot de réussites et d'échecs. Par contre, Adelson ne parle pas français, ou en tout cas très très peu, donc l'intégralité de ce podcast se fera en anglais, mais ne vous échappez pas les gars, vous inquiétez pas, pour les moins solides en anglais, il y aura la traduction qui sera disponible dans la vidéo. Donc voilà, j'espère que cet épisode vous plaira. Mais en tout cas, n'hésitez pas à nous follow sur notre page, que ce soit dans toutes les plateformes, que ce soit YouTube, que ce soit Instagram, Spotify ou TikTok. Donc vraiment, allez-y, faites des commentaires, allez nous follow, allez liker, c'est vraiment important pour nous, surtout pour nos débuts, parce que ça nous donnera de la force. Donc voilà, maintenant que tout est dit, on va accueillir Adelson. Et puis là, je vais switcher en anglais, les gars. So Adelson, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thanks for
So,
having me.
long time no see, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
few months.
By the way, I'm still waiting for the coffee time, even if I don't drink coffee, you know?
I don't drink coffee either, but
Yeah.
we can do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still waiting. You told me that like long time ago, but anyway, you're a busy man.
Yeah, it's training. A lot of training, you know.
Mhm. All right, so before we get to the juicy part, I wanted to know, like, how do you feel? Like, is it your first podcast, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm the first one to interrogate you, sorry. All right, so are you ready to talk about yourself? Are you like feeling okay, not too stressed, anything?
Yeah, the vacation is over, so I'm relaxed, and we can do it.
Yeah, I can see that you are like in peace, you know?
Yeah, I'm peace.
So, all right. So, well, first, I wanted to ask you one question. I noticed that your close friends were calling you Waldy. So, is it like your second name?
Yeah. Adelso is my name that's on my ID, right? And Waldy is the name that my mom gave me at birth. You know how? Yeah.
Okay. But, like, do you prefer me to call you Adelson or Waldy?
It's up to you.
Okay,
Because
sai,
It's
right?
already 50-50 now. So some people say Adelso, some say Waldy. So
Oh, so, well, like I said, okay, sai. We'll see. So, you ready? All right, so, nouvel.
nobody.
I told you I speak Creole, right? Anyway, so first thing first, I like to ask, actually to start that way and ask people like that kind of questions. So because you are from Capo Verde, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you spent all your childhood there?
Nope.
No? Really? Okay.
I was in Cape Verde till 5 years. I was 5 years old, and then I went to Holland.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I speak Dutch.
All right, so you lived in the Netherlands.
Yeah, for a long time. So I did there the primary school, second school, and high school. And after I finished, I came to Portugal.
Okay, all right. So, well, I really wanted to tell you, like, how are you as a kid or as a teenager? Were you like introvert, extrovert? Were you like the calm or really dissipated in school? And how were you interacting with family and friends, actually?
Well, I think since the beginning, I'm very calm, you know. I was a good student. I was not a hard-headed kid that was in a lot of problems. So with family, also I'm a family kid. When I went to Holland, I went with my grandfather and my grandmother. So my parents were always in Portugal. That's why I have the connection with Portugal. So me as a kid, I was always coming and going to Portugal, but I didn't know to speak Portuguese or anything. So yeah, it was just Dutch and Creole
Really?
by then, and English. English was starting to get there, but I was still young. So yeah, I was a good behaving kid. Let me tell you like that. I even never had trouble ever at school or whatever.
But you were living with your grandparents, you said, right?
Yeah, and also my aunt and my uncle, because all the brothers and sisters of my mom, they live there. So it's all in the family, you know.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
That's really cool. But did you had any passion or any dreams when you were a kid, like specifically?
Football.
Just football.
I wanted to be a pro football player. So I wanted so bad that I started playing football when I was young in the streets. And what happened is that I wanted to play for a club, but nobody would sign me to a club. So I went by myself. I did the trainings and everything, and then they gave me the paper to bring home. And so I just came home and said, "Hey, I want to play football. Please sign this."
So really
Please.
determined kid.
Yeah,
eh?
yeah. And
That's
then I
really like.
went and trained, and real fast I got to the high level of football. So since young, I've been doing football, just football. That's the only thing I wanted.
Okay, but we'll come to that actually. But did you like before we speak about like your teenagehood and all about football, because I think that you were playing football when you were like a teenager, right? Okay, I just wanted to know like, did you have any anecdote like to share, like a happy, funny, sad one, whatever you feel like sharing, like something that like marked you when you were a kid? Could be anything funny, like I said, or whatever.
Yeah, well, let's see. Because I always was the funny, laughing kid. But there's one thing that always gonna stay marked is also that's also the reason why I always had to behave. Because when I was little, I got there, I didn't really had documents.
Oh,
So there's
okay.
a problem. And the first few years of my childhood, I had to behave. And there's something that stayed for a while, and it's gonna still till today because there's something that marked.
Yeah, that's true.
And we as immigrants, we deal a lot with that things, still today. So that's something that was, how do you say, a little bit challenging also because you have to be careful with everything and this and that. But that's also something that gave gas to what I'm achieving today.
I understand.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a good thing that actually your personality was aligned. Like you were really calm, so you were like avoiding
Exactly,
problems, issues.
exactly, exactly.
So, but I understand this issue, like you said, when you're undocumented, so you have to be careful about
As a
everything.
kid, yeah, as a
Yes,
kid.
and it's a bit traumatizing.
Yeah, it's annoying because you want to do things, but you cannot because other kids can do it. You can. It's like even hard to travel. From city to city, and sometimes you go with school. You want to go, but then everybody goes. You have to stay behind. Those kind of things.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I was always understandable, so I understood the situation and didn't really got upset. But it's something that marks.
Yeah, I understand. Well, thank you for sharing this anecdote. So now let's talk about like your teenagehood, because you said that you really wanted to be like a footballer, but actually you are now a boxer. So
Boxer, yeah.
I really want to know like your first introduction to sports actually, because you started in in the Netherlands. So how did you actually, even if you explained it like a little bit later, like can you like develop a bit much, because you said like nobody wanted you, so you started training on your own, and then after, so how did you keep going, like achieve what you really wanted to do actually?
Yeah, well, since young, me when I try to do something, I go totally for it, no matter what it is. That's so me. By starting introduction to sport is it started at school. At school you have all kind of disciplines, and then you have that sport part, and that's the one that I like the most. Yeah, so it's every time like we have English or Dutch, I'll be like, huh. But when they say we have sport, I will be the first guy to be there, no matter what sport it is. Yeah, yeah. I love doing sport, even though that I after the I graduated, I wanted to do something in sport. I even did it a few months, but no.
But I think maybe I'm wrong, but it was a way for you to lash out a little bit as well, no?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
kind of.
it's true, it's true. But
Okay.
as a kid, not that much. It's just a passion for sport. Every kid wants to run around, jump, kick a ball, or something in that area. But for me, like when you get older, you use sport to lash out a little bit of the real
Yeah.
life.
I understand.
Yeah.
But did you have like in your routine, so you were really engaged? What I mean is like really serious and steady in your practice then, right? Or not that much? You were just like enjoying playing, or were you like really serious in that?
No. When I was at school, then yeah, you just playing around and try to get the best grade. But when I started football, you want when you play football, you want to be in the best team. You want to be the best. So me, I was already by then working my way up and getting in the best team. Or whenever there is a tournament, even if it's school tournament, I just wanted to be the best. And I can remember that most of the times I went to tournaments with school and I didn't have the best players in my team, but I was a goalkeeper, so I would do my best to keep the goals out. So they used to say it's you and the rest because I was really playing ball. You don't know. I counted. I've been to 22 tournaments in my life, football tournaments, and I won around 90 to 20 times best player or best keeper.
All
So
right.
I had a whole bunch of trophies at home since when I was a kid. I always had that drive to go hard, to be the best. Even though if my team is not cooperating, I would just do me.
So why did you stop football then? Because I can see that you are really passionate by it. So
Yeah, well, um, in Holland, I played on the highest level as a kid. Yeah, for a long time. Then I found another place that I liked, and that's Portugal.
yeah.
So that's where things changed a little bit because when you move to another country, things will start over. People don't know you, clubs don't know you. So you have to start over, show again. And not in all countries the same, you don't have the same support. Because in Holland, every team knew me, every coach, they know.
It was easier.
It was easy, yeah. But me, I choose to be in Portugal because the life is different.
All right. So let's talk about boxing then. So how did boxing enter your life actually? Like when and how did you start actually?
Um, so while playing football, in the past, I had like friends that were doing boxing, but that wasn't a passion of mine. Since I'm a very peaceful person, I don't see myself hitting other people. That's true.
Such a paradox, you know?
Yeah. So I don't see myself hitting other people. So my friends would do it, but I never even watched the game. I don't know nothing.
Okay.
So when I came to Portugal, I was still playing football. I played football here for many years. I played 4 years at a club that joined with Estrela da Amadora, which is now in the first league, for example. And I earned some good money with.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's cool.
even here, also in Holland, I still have people till today asking me like, why did you go to box? You were so good. Yeah,
That's
but
why I'm asking.
yeah, but in football, you get to a certain age that you will feel you will not go further than this. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Yeah,
Like you've
because
reached your limit.
exactly, no matter how good you are, you get to an age where you cannot go further than that. And me, I wanted to do something and go beyond that. So something happened. COVID happened. Yeah. So in COVID, what happened was that everything closed, football closed, restaurant, everything was shut down. But I wanted to stay fit. So I went to look for a kickboxing, not even kickboxing. I just went to look for something that was still open. I don't even know if it's good to say, but they were open during COVID time.
It's okay. It's in the past now.
Yeah, it's in the past. Yeah, they were open. So I went there and did a few training. And the coach said to me, if you would take this thing serious, you would go far. I was like, nah, I just want to stay fit for my football. And then
Right.
we'll see. Yeah, so football started again. And I went back to football. But he was always calling me, come do a training. And I kind of missed it. I don't know why. I liked it. So what I do is uh, football training is 3 times a week. And the other 2 times a week, I went into kickboxing. Just not to, it's just because I missed it and I liked it. And I was like, okay, let's just do it. And my coach said one day, the kickboxing coach, don't you want to try do competition? I said, I don't know because of football and this and that. And he was like, okay, but just try to manage as you're managing now.
But we will come to that because first I wanted to ask you like how did you like start K1 like straight away, or was
No.
it like it didn't come naturally then?
No, because in kickboxing you have like the basic kickboxing, which is low kick. And the difference between K1 and low kick is in K1 you can use knee, you can clinch, which is grabbing, but in low kick you cannot grab and you cannot use the knee. And there are some other techniques also you can use in K1 and that you cannot use in low kick, but everybody starts with low kick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like it's
So
kind of like the basics.
basic. Yeah.
Okay, I
That
understand.
was the basic. And then you go up, and if you want, you can go to K1, but K1 is the one that is most used around the world. So everybody eventually gets there.
All right. And I mean, apart like not specifically to K1, but is there like someone who inspired you, like a role model, like in the boxing world?
Yeah. Well, when I started, I wanted to get good as soon as possible. So I started watching videos. Yeah. So when watching videos, I found out that in Holland is the biggest stage, one of the biggest stages in the world. I was like, I was there, you know.
How did you miss that?
Yeah. So when looking for videos, I came to Glory, and
Yes,
in
I
Glory
know.
you have a lot of fighters on top level, and me just by watching video I could learn a lot of things. And me before my fight, I'm watching Glory, you know, just because I know I like the way they go on it. So um
But would you like to explain Glory to the people because maybe they don't know what is it about?
yeah, so Glory Kickboxing is a Dutch I think organization that is one of the biggest stage in the world. And well, that's where most of the fighters want to get next to one. And you also have like another thing which is MMA now, but to me Glory is one of the biggest event now regarding kickboxing,
Okay.
the biggest in the world.
All right. And thank you, by the way, because I know that for some people it could be confusing between K1, Muay Thai, and kickboxing because it's a bit similar, but
Yeah,
somehow there is some difference. Like, for example, the elbows. Maybe you didn't mention that, but also like
the knees.
the knees, exactly. So yeah, I think it was important to understand what is the difference between the three of them more specifically, because I mean, you are practicing it, so you are the expert in that. But let's go back to, because you started talking about this, like your first fight. So it didn't like you didn't choose, actually. It was like someone who suggested it to you. Like, would you like to actually do competitions?
Yeah, it was my coach. He said, "Do you want to do competition?" And I was like, I don't know, you know. And then yeah, he said, "Yeah, just try. You know, maybe you like it and this and that." I was still playing football, so I know that that day the competition was on a Saturday, and I had to play a game on Sunday. So I told my coach, my football coach, like, "Hey, I'm gonna fight on Saturday." He said, "Don't get hurt because Sunday we have a match." And I was like, "Okay."
All right.
Yes.
We want to talk about like your first fight, but you were like really disciplined then. But what discipline means to you, actually? Would you have a...
Yeah, well, discipline is, to me, it's the base of everything, and I'm gonna explain why or what it really is. You have most people that do sport, you have discipline or you have motivation. Those are two different things. When you have motivation, you will get up and feel motivated, and you will do whatever you have to do because you have the motivation. But not every day you will get up motivated. So it's more a state of mind. If motivated people, if they wake up tomorrow and they feel tired, they don't go. Or they feel sick, they don't go. You know, that's motivation. But when you're disciplined, it's a complete different thing. discipline, you will have to do it regardless.
Okay.
If you don't feel good, you still have to go. If you feel sick, you still go. Because we in training we get injured all the time. It's a finger that's out of place, your foot every day there's something. But regardless, you're going to train every day. There's the difference between discipline and motivation. For me, and I learned to put discipline in life. So you can even use discipline for everything, not just in sport. So it is like you have to do something that you don't want or you
Yeah,
don't
basically.
like, but you just do it because you have to do it. That's it. If
Okay.
you follow that, you're gonna get far in everything you do, no matter what sport.
Yeah, basically, discipline is like when you don't feel like it, but you do it anyway.
You have to.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
me, in this case, if I don't do it, I even feel bad. I feel bad, really.
But before your first fight that you were mentioning, I mean, you need to have a routine then. So how were your trainings? And actually, did you before you did your first fight, did you actually train with athletes from other disciplines, like Nakmoy, for example? Is it something that you were regularly doing, even if, like you explained me, that you were starting from the bottom, or not? It was just like regular training on kickboxing.
Yeah. I was before my first match. I was just doing the normal trainings because I didn't really want to do something kickboxing. I was training because I liked it. My coach was pushing me, but not really serious diets, for example. Not serious. I wasn't 100% in it, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit later what it means to go 100% for it or not.
Okay, I
Yeah.
understand. Well, there is a say that a first fight like bring confidence or doubts.
Breaks.
Yeah. So
Breaks.
how did you deal like with yours? Like, can you explain us how did you feel for your first fight? How did you handle the pressure actually?
Yeah, that was crazy. Eh, I don't think that any fighter is gonna forget his first time. It's something else. So me, I prepared very well for the fight, very very well. Um, I thought I was big, because I trained in the gym. I did a lot of things. I was in shape, and then as soon as I get there, my coach say, "You're gonna fight this guy," and I do like this. I was like, "Oh my god, the guy is big. How is he the same weight?" Uh, yeah. So then the pressure started because I started thinking like, "Oh my, it's my first time.
How am I gonna do to
How
kick
am I
him?
gonna do this? Because he's bigger than me." And then I was like, "Oh." It was I can't even explain, but the pressure inside was crazy. Then I have my whole team there cheering me up and saying, "You can do it, you can do it." But me and my inner self, I was thinking like, "Oh my god, how?" you know. Then yeah, it finally happened. A fight was going to start. They called my name out. I was watching videos, and I was like, okay, I think, my heart was bumping. I was sweating already. I was like, oh shit.
So that was before you stepped into the ring, right?
Before my first fight, yeah. So my coach said, let's go. I said, let's go. We went, and then you have to go to a little stairs, and he opens the ring. You can feel it, huh? You can feel it, huh?
Yes. I feel the
When he
tension now.
opens the ring, I wanted to get in, but I cannot move. I was like, yeah, when you want to go, but it doesn't.
The body doesn't
Yeah,
want to move.
the body doesn't go. So I just had to, snap a little. I was like, you know what? Get yourself together, get in. You know, I went in and it all started. So when the referee said fight, I didn't know how to start or what to do because it was my first time. So the other guy, he was moving a little bit, tried to see if I had like any reaction, but no. So I don't know what got into him. He punched me, pop. And then I was like, okay, that's how it is. Yeah, I started punching the guy, kicking everything like it was my last fight. really, I started hitting him with everything I had, and it 40 seconds in the first round, the match was over. I knocked him out.
Wow.
Yeah, he got knocked out. But this is where the thing in me snapped, because that feeling after I knocked the guy out and everybody cheering, I was like, man, this is better than football. Yeah.
Because it's you only.
Yeah, it's only you. And after I didn't even know what happened. So after I knocked him out, I just looking around and everybody's going crazy. My team is yelling, everybody going crazy. And I was like, shit, I can't get used to this, you know? Yeah, me making some noise, and that was my first time.
So
And
at this, sorry.
yeah,
Keep
it
going.
was at this moment that I thought like, okay, it's not really as bad as it looked, and I could get used to this.
And actually, I wanted to ask you, like, at that moment, were you like convinced that you could make a career out of it, or
No.
no?
No,
You were
not
just
really, because it could be just a beginner's luck or something. I don't know. Maybe the guy wasn't so good. The thing is, I don't know. I didn't have that yet in me, because it was my first fight, so I didn't know if I had a good opponent. I didn't know. So I still had like 2 more fights that same day to go. So I was like, let's see how these 2 goes. So after you want me to tell you now the second?
No. We're gonna come to that. But basically, being a pro was never a goal at the time. You were just enjoying
Yeah, I
boxing
was just
and
enjoying.
training.
I didn't have no intention to become pro at all.
Okay.
I was still doing the football. I was playing next day. I had a football match. So I just wanted football, but that day something in me was like, maybe it's not just football, you know?
So you actually decided, to stop football after this match or this fight,
No,
sorry?
not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so tell us, like, what
Yeah.
was the process?
Yeah, so I was doing both. And after a while, um well, I had to train more. I wanted to give more to kickboxing, but I couldn't, because like I told you, I'm very disciplined no matter what sport. So I'm not failing football to do more kickboxing, because at football you sign a contract, you know? So when you sign a contract, I want to, get.
You are obliged to respect the
Exactly. So
conditions.
I did what I had to do till the almost end of the contract. Um, Almost at the end, I didn't needed to play or be there no more, so they let me go, and they respect my decision, because I think it was worse if I said I'm going to another club. That's so. Since I was doing another sport, they didn't really feel bad about it. They tried everything for me to stay, but my passion was already something else. So after a few months, I just stopped football, and I just did completely only kickboxing. But that was after my 6th or 7th match already. So after the first, I still played football for like 6 or 7 match later.
Wow.
That's when I thought like, okay, I'm just gonna do kickboxing.
All right.
Yeah.
So, you did a lot of fights, and then how actually did you? Because I really want to talk about your career as a pro as well. So, how long did it take you to turn pro? Actually, did you actually see it coming, or was it your decision? Because I know that sometimes it could be also your coach saying like, "Okay, now I think you're ready, and let's go to the next
Yeah.
level." So,
It
how
it
was
was
it
my
for you?
coach. It was my coach. They said, "You're ready." Me personally, I thought I wasn't ready, to be honest. But I had already gained a name for myself, because if I can say the numbers, in my first 6 or 7 matches, I knocked the guy out in the first round.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
first 6 or 7 matches. It was all knockouts. So everybody was like, "Hey, there's a guy over there. He likes to knock people out." Yeah.
This is your specialty.
Yeah, that's my specialty. Yeah. Yeah. No, it became, because
became, yes.
after 5 matches, my colleagues in the gym were all like, you the knockout guy. You the knockout guy. I'll be like, no. Because when I go to fight, I never go for the knockout. I just want to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if things go good, a knockout, search. So what happened is, after 6 or 7 matches. It was all knockout in the first round, and then one match before my semi-pro, and there was we very good friends now. There was Leandro Almeida.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a young guy.
Will you say hi
He's
to him?
very good. Yeah, he's a very good guy, and he was very young compared to me, and he was the son of the let me say it like this, the coach of his of where he trained is his father. So I had people had a lot of expectation from him because he being the son of the coach of the gym, they thought like, okay. And my coach was telling me, after you knocking out all those people and he still wants to fight you, that means he probably has something in his sleeve that he might think he can beat you. Yeah, so we took the fight. We went, and we went 3 rounds. It wasn't a knockout, but I still win. And he didn't agree. Huh? He didn't
No?
agree. No. When they gave the victory to me, he got mad. Yeah, but that was my last, let's say, amateur fight. And then after that, my coach told me, "I think you're ready to go pro." I said, "I don't know." So
And you remember your first fight as a pro? Or?
yeah, I remember my first fight as a pro. It was against Jean. I know it's Jean. I don't know his second name no more,
It's
but
okay. Let's go with Juan.
yeah, let's go with Jean. So it was here in Lisbon, my first pro. And what happened was, I thought I was ready, to be honest, but it's a different thing. You will use much more energy. You have to be much more technical. You have to be much more everything. I don't know how I won, to be honest, because I have to be honest. The match was so different that after the first round, gas was gone.
Yeah, go on.
The first round, and I still thought like we have the second and the third. And it was a very good fight. I have very much respect for my opponent because no matter how I hit the guy, he wouldn't fall. He was all bruises and everything, but he didn't fall. So that's why sometimes you have to watch out for these people because no matter how you hit them, they will still stand. So this guy, he didn't fall. So in the first round, I think the first round was mine. The second round, it was like, how do you say, even.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he started coming back. I think he had more gas than me, but I was using my tacticals also. And in the third round, I gave just everything I had. When you know you don't have nothing left, but I don't know where it came from. I gave everything I had. So I think that's what also gave me the victory. And right after that match, the next training, I told my coach, okay, you know what? Let's go for it. Because I wasn't really thinking like going much higher than what I was doing in kickboxing. But after that match, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go all for this, just like I did in football. I'm gonna give my all. Let's see where it takes me because I didn't really had like I want to be there or in the world or Europe. I don't know. I just want to see where I could go.
All right.
So after that match is when I was like, okay, now I'm gonna give my all, like diets, training, gym, everything. So after that, we started like the big work.
It was actually a question I wanted to ask you, like what really changes when you turn a pro, like your preparation, your mindset, your daily life. And so
Yes. Yeah.
you could feel like the difference between being pro and all the fights. Sorry, I keep saying game. I don't know why. Before, so you had to change like basically everything.
Everything. It's not in football. In football, you can, as a football player, you can practically eat what you want. If you feel like eating something today, you can eat. But in amateur boxing or kickboxing, you can do it too, but it's not really recommendable because there we still have to give the weights and everything. So diet already starts there. But it's not just that. It's when you pro, then you have to it's massages. you have to be really, really after after every training we have to wait and check. So my whole life changes because I was used to eat whatever I want.
Yeah.
And do whatever I want. If I want to go party this weekend, I go. And I was a party guy. I loved to party. It was crazy. But I had to sacrifice it all. The parties,
So you stopped
going out,
everything.
everything. Like I told you, I went all in. All in. Like no parties, no going out, no late sleep, nothing.
That is discipline.
Yeah, that's discipline. It was like either you want this or you want that. You cannot mix.
Yeah.
So, and after a while, it becomes a lifestyle. So it doesn't even cost no more. So me just getting up, doing my daily things is already the life. You know,
Yeah, it's more like natural. Like
yeah, it's
you do
natural.
it like
Everything is
without.
natural. So me eating healthy is natural. Don't do alcohol, no smoking, nothing. That's all natural now. You know, it's not that I used to do before, but I never smoked. But alcohol, you know, we all did alcohol a little bit. Even though, especially when you go to party, I want to see who goes party and not don't drink alcohol.
I mean, I don't drink alcohol, so I don't know.
Yeah,
But
okay,
I
you are
understand
special.
somehow.
You are special. But in our case, it's I had to leave that everything behind and just go for that lifestyle. And I'm happy. I'm happy I did it because it changed
All right.
a lot in everything, every aspect.
All right. And I mean, already that I went to watch some of your fights, and one of them was in September 2024, and I think this is the time that you actually were sacred like a national champion, if
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
mistaken. But before we come to this, I noticed that every time that you go in the ring, you have this Black Panther masks, and you always use like the Pop Smoke songs, like Invincible. Like, does it like how can I say? Does it reflect a bit of your mantra? Does it has meaning? Does it have a meaning, or maybe does it brings you confidence? What is it behind this?
Yeah, so the music Pop Smoke is when I went pro, they asked me like which music you want to put, and I was like, oh, I just went on YouTube and I checked what fits me the most, what's my face.
Okay.
I listened to a lot of musics of hip hops and everything, you know. So when I found the Invincible Pop Smoke is because I was invincible till then. I never lost a match. So I was like, okay, the Invincible sounds good. Then the song it really is my face in the ring. Really, I have people till today saying, "Me, bro, that song's made for you," because it says invincible, and I'm still invincible. And also, um, what changes is me when I chose the music. There was like 3, 4 music of that I liked, but that one I was like, you know what? Let me use this one. But then when things started going well, the second profile, they said, what music you want? I didn't have time to think about what music. I just said Post Smoke. And then we went, and then I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna leave that music till if I lose one day.
Okay.
So that's why it never changed.
All right.
It's still the same because I never lost. So
Well, I wanted to say, because we often say that defeat teaches you something. So since you never lost, and I wish you to keep going that way, what I want to ask you, like, what victory then teaches you? Because you keep winning, and which is good, but does he have a teaching? Like, do you
yeah,
get something out of it?
because I get, because I always try to stay humble and I respect my opponents always. The thing is, I wish, I don't wish that. I'm gonna say I wish I lost just to, because they say you learn with the losses, and how do you say, sometimes when you lose, it makes you stronger because you be like, oh man, I lost. I have to come back stronger. I think that would do or trigger something in me also to come back very strong. Because if I lose one day, I don't know how I would take it. If I lost because, small difference, then okay. But if somebody would knock me out, I think I would train. I would go to world and train and come back for that guy again. So yeah, my victory, they teach me always, stay humble, respect your opponent always. And yeah, if one day it goes wrong, then it goes, but then we're coming back stronger.
All right. And so can you tell us about this night that you actually won like this title, like a national champion?
Yeah, it was, yeah, my coach put a lot of pressure on me. He said, this is going to be another breaking point of your career. So if you win this, uh, they're going to look at you different. So, and I was like, okay, I didn't change much in preparation because I'm always like preparing myself for the best, It's not that, yeah, it's a title, so I'm gonna prepare even more. No, I was already doing that in the few other fights. So this title, yeah, it brought me something else. It was my not my first belt, my first national title. So
Yeah.
I was
It's FPKMT belt, right? It's
in,
a fight pro, kickboxing, Muay Thai.
no, it's the yeah something like that. But it's the Portuguese Federation.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's the Portuguese title.
All
Okay.
right.
So yeah, I was just preparing, and for that fight, I knew I was bringing the belt back. I was prepared. I didn't even miss one thing that in training. I didn't miss one training. I didn't miss one preparation. It was all smooth and perfect. I pushed myself even. What brings you faster to the next level is when you push yourself outside the ring, outside the training, and outside the training, I don't even my coach don't know how hard I trained. I was at home. Sometimes I couldn't sleep. I just wake up and go train just like that.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
It
crazy.
was really that crazy. So because I really wanted that belt.
All
Yeah. So
right.
it brought me also to another level also, because after that fight I just felt like it's going good. I mean, like, I felt good. You remember, you were there.
Yeah.
I wasn't tired.
Yeah.
I was fit. So after that I was like, okay, this is how I want to be. I want to be every fight, just no matter how the fight goes, when the fight's done, I just want to feel good, not be like totally crashed out or tired. I know there's gonna be days like that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe the next.
So how does it feel like to hold that title, like to be recognized nationally as the best in your category?
Yeah, it's great, to be honest with you. I sometimes I walk on the street and people just call me champion. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, wait, this
Excuse
is
us.
great. It's crazy.
But actually, you're not just the national champion, because in February this year, Ricardo Fernandez awarded you Male Athlete of the Year. I mean, this is quite an achievement. You must be proud. So
Yeah,
can you?
athlete of the year. That it was people's choice though.
Okay,
Yeah, so everybody could vote, and
I think I did as well.
you did. Yes, you
Yes.
did. I sent you.
Yeah, I
Yeah, yeah.
remember now.
So everybody voted it, and I'm so happy that not just my team, but other people also recognize me as one of the best athlete of the year. And yeah, all my matches were KO.
Oh,
So
yeah, I
as
remember.
usual, as
Yes. I
usual.
was so frustrated because I was like there since 7 p.m. I waited till midnight 30
Midnight, and
for what, less than 2 minutes. I was like, what?
it was. I think it was like 30 to 40 seconds.
Yes, exactly. I was like, what? I waited all this time. Come on, man. Give
No,
us some show.
I got upset myself because I was expecting more from the guy. I and the first few seconds he went down, I was like, "Oh man, come on!" I trained so hard, and then it was finished. I got more tired in the dressing room, like getting ready, than in the ring itself. It's no disrespect,
Oh my
sorry.
God. No, no, of course. Never disrespecting.
Yeah, but
No.
it
But
was good.
I remember I was like, wow, this is already over. But all the emotion, like you showed, like when you.
It has nothing to do with
Wow.
football or basketball. It's nothing. It's even different. Some people be like, show me video. And I show video, they be like, it must be nice. It's because they don't know. Only when you're there, you're gonna feel like the emotion, the pressure, everything. That's the thing that you can only experience live. Yeah, so I always tell, I have a lot of friends of mine that say, "Oh, I never went, but I want to go." I'll be like, "Here, take a ticket. Go and check." Now they calling me like, "When is the next?" Because,
Alright.
you have to feel it once to be like, yeah.
So do you think like this title changes the way that people consider you in the kickboxing world in general?
Yeah, yeah,
A
it
bit?
does. In Portugal, it does.
Alright.
Yeah, because it's a Portuguese title. So, but I don't think that, for example, my next opponent is someone from outside. He just knows that I'm a Portuguese national champion. He doesn't know nothing else.
Okay. So it's gonna be on 1st of November, right?
1st of November, yeah,
Okay.
I will
So
have.
for the people who lives in Portugal, more Lisboa, it will be like in Pavilhão Multiuso de
Odivelas.
Odivelas. So you have to come, guys. We have to come support the guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
please. Yeah.
So, but how? Because now you will have to defend your title, right? But not on this.
No, it's not on
Not on
this
this one.
event. I already defended once.
It's in.
The
It
last
was in
time I
May.
fought.
It was in May, no?
Yeah. the
May
last time I fought.
2025.
So I won my title in December, and in May I had already to defend it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fast. But I'm gonna tell you how I defended, because the guy who wanted to fight me, well, he wasn't really, because I'm gonna explain you how it works. If I'm champion, I think I can. You have a champion, and then you have the athlete under me that's on first place, second place, third place. I think that only the first and the second, and maybe the third place, can challenge me for my
Okay.
title. So this guy, he was not in those first three, so he challenged me anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was in France, and my coach say, "Hey, this guy, he wants to challenge you for the title. What do you think?" So we talked about it, and we said, you know what? He needs to earn his name. So let him go up, fight a few fighters that I fought. Let's see how he does with those guys. Maybe we give him a chance. Since we said no, he went to social media. I still don't know if it was him or his coach, but somebody did it. They went to social media saying that they challenged me and that I refused, and that I don't want to fight him, because I'm scared. So I was getting messages like, "Hey, maybe you should take this fight just to shut people up. Maybe you should take this fight just to educate people, because that's not how you talk to a champion." So I was okay. I called my coach. I said to him, "Okay, you know what? Let's take the fight." He said, "No, don't fall for that." And I was like, "No, no, no. Let's just take the fight." We took the fight. I prepared very, very well, and we went. And you weren't there this time.
No, I couldn't.
But it was the first
working.
time. It was the first time in my life that it went 5 rounds. But it was good for me, because now I know that I can go 5 rounds banging. Because a lot of people start banging, and then after the second to the third round, the gas is low. So no, I was on it 5 rounds straight, and he got knocked out in the fifth round. And I was happy, because I didn't want him to get knocked out in the first round, because then you'll get rid of your punishment too fast.
Wow, you are nasty.
Yeah, I wanted to last, and it lasted the fifth round. He got knocked out, and I was like, yes.
But how do you, because now you, like I said before, you have to defend your title. So how do you perceive this kind of fights? Like, is your perspective changing, or do you feel like extra pressure because you have to defend your title or not?
No, I
You-
don't feel any pressure at all.
You take it like as a regular fight.
It's a
all
regular
the time.
fight, yeah.
All right, but that's good actually. Well, I really hope that you will keep going
Yeah.
this way.
Maybe I retired before I lose.
Yeah, maybe
Invicted,
sometimes. Yeah, actually, it reminds me of a quote in a movie with Denzel Washington. But anyway, it's not. But it says that sometimes it's better to stop when you are on the top than pushing and pushing until you fall down
Yeah,
really
I
fast and
understand,
really
I
bad.
understand.
But anyway, but now when you look at your journey as an athlete, do you feel like there is some missing parts, things that you wish to do differently or not? Or you think everything was in order the way it was? Or
Yeah, well, the thing is, as the way I planned, everything is going as the way I planned. You know?
Okay.
I don't know if it could have been better. In Portugal, they don't really support kickboxers like outside, so we don't really have that big support. Or I know a lot of kickboxers, they cannot live of it here, even though they fight on the highest level. But if it was in another country, but for example, you could live of it, and then you have more time to spend on what your passion is. So me, everything is going as I planned, and also I try to be the biggest example for my team, especially because I think, yeah, I'm the first professional in my team. So after me, also few others followed, and I have to keep up because they're coming fast. So I have to keep up my rhythm because they're also right behind me.
I
So
understand.
if I raise the bar, they have to go higher. So I'm just pushing. At the same time, I'm pushing
But
for
this is
them.
good.
Yeah, it's good
It's really
because
good.
for them especially, because they have someone to look up to, to
Yeah.
watch, and they know uh, every training. And it also gives a kind of respect because when they go and fight, people know they're from my gym. They will be like, oh wait a second, you know.
I understand. But is there like anything that you would like to try, like something new? Or
Uh, you know, I wanted to try MMA, to be honest,
Hmm.
but but
You don't like clinching, boxing hug?
I already told you, right? I don't like when, sweaty guys holding me and those kind of. Nah.
And this good.
Kickboxing is like you fight when you hold each other, they say cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just. So, in MMA, is a sport that's growing fast, you know? And I have a lot of respect for the guys that do it because I think it's harder.
It's really hard.
It's harder because you're on the ground and you're gonna get hit. In kickboxing, when you're on the ground, they just say, "Hey, stop!" You cannot even hit nobody on the ground, or else you will be disqualified. So in MMA, some people just still today they ask me like, "Are you not interested in doing that? I think you would do great." But I don't know how I would do if imagine if somebody. Have you ever seen MMA?
Yeah, yeah.
Blood
I watched.
everywhere,
Yes.
sweat, and they be on each other. Oh, nah, I don't really like that. I don't like so yeah, it's something I think. No, I wouldn't. It's
You're
something
not
that
sure.
looks, yeah, it looks good, but I wouldn't try it because it's not that I wouldn't try, but I wouldn't go for it because I like my kickboxing. That's it. To me, kickboxing is one of the best sports in the world. Not just because I do it, it's because what comes with it, the discipline. Your weight has to be on point. You cannot party too much. You have to go sleep early. You have to be strict.
But did you ever think of like trying Muay Thai? Maybe?
No,
No,
no.
not
Muay Thai
really.
is very, very similar to what I do. The only difference is the elbow.
Yeah, but I think it's also like slower because it's more like
Yeah, because they're all very technical. You cannot, like in kickboxing. Sometimes I just lose my head and I go and I punch and I kick and everything. In my ties, like they're very technical, so they study a lot. They grab each other also a lot. So that's not, I don't know, it's very similar, but that's not something I would do because I just want to punch and kick without nobody
okay.
grabbing me.
So how long do you think a boxer can last? I mean, like in the career, basically,
I
because
would say uh 40 till 40 something. It's like football. No, football is 30 something, but I think in kickboxing, you can go till 40. It depends on the person too.
okay.
Yeah.
So I'm
So
so I'm asking you then, how long would you like to keep going?
I think that I don't know. What if, yeah, till my body says enough.
Okay.
because I cannot say like another 3 to 4 years because I
You
would
never
be
know.
lying. Yeah, I would never know. Because you have um, situations. Maybe you have to finish sooner because of something that happened, or maybe you can go longer. You never know. So, but the day that my body say, "Hey, you're getting old, stop it," then I'll stop.
All right. So do you actually think of a reconversion like into coaching, for example?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you do?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Or
That's
maybe training? I think you already do, right?
yeah,
You train some
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
your
yeah.
of the guys of your
I have
club.
the young, yeah, the younger the younger kids at my team, and I have also other friends saying to me like, "Hey, bro, I want to try kickboxing, but I don't want to do group session yet because I don't know anything." So I just say, "Okay, you know what? Come, let's train the two of us." And after they get a little bit of the base, they go into the groups training, and then it gets better for them. Also, the younger, also in my team, when we have new people, new kids, and I see they do something wrong or they're not really comfortable because everybody kind of know what they have to do, but when you're new, you don't have a clue. So I just step in and show them what are the basics and this and that. So I can see myself teaching when I'm done. Not just teaching, but also opening doors, bridges, because you have to see that in Portugal you have a lot of talent, but they don't have the support. And what if there was somebody who could make them uh, go to, for example, Holland? We don't have really matches between countries. For example, you don't see somebody coming from Holland to fight here or here go to there. Um, we do see Spanish, some Italians coming and going, but it's not a lot. So I don't think there's that bridge or somebody that really can, you know, make them go further.
So you never did some other boxes, because I have some friends who actually were who went to Thailand, for example, to this boxing camp, or some people can go to France to practice savat or something. You never actually traveled to get a
No,
different practice.
no, I just
Never.
did everything here
Okay.
because, you know, I've had opponents that they knew they were gonna fight me, so they went to Spain, they went to wherever to train. They came back and they still got knocked out. And I said to them, like, only the weather changes, but if you choose to train and go and give your all, you don't need to go to other country, except for, I would say, Thailand is something else. If you go training camp there, it's like a wish of every fighter. They all want to go at least once to Thailand because what we see in videos, I think there is it's crazy.
Yeah, I've been
If
there. I saw.
Yeah, so
I went for that actually in Bangkok. I
yeah,
really wanted to see Muay Thai fight, but I mean I couldn't. But I went to this boxing camp who was like really famous. It's called like a Lumpini Stadium in Bangkok. I mean back in the days when I was there, and I actually saw some guys like training, and it was like wow,
you
like
see. Yeah, I think it's originated. I don't know if it's originated from there, but they're on another level. So uh, training camps. Me, I never did, but I was curious to go to Thailand. But due to work and this and that, it's not easy.
understand.
Yeah, but wherever can, I would say go. But if it's in Europe, I think in Europe it's kind of the same.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, but you talked about it before, but there is a lot of people who probably have a passion for sport and maybe also boxing, but they don't know how to do, how to start, which steps to follow. So, what is the message that you would like to leave to them, especially the ones who share, sorry, the same passion, and they want to actually follow your path?
Yeah, well, the message I have for them is that it's not hard. You have certain sport that you really need talent. For example, in kickboxing, you just need to give your all. You can how do I say? For example, um, if you want to start, because me, when I started, I didn't want nothing with it. I didn't even know if I was good at it till I started. So maybe the person can be really good at it, but they don't know until they tried it, you know? So me, I would say just go and try and see if that's what you really want. And if it's what you really want, you don't even need talent for it. You just need hard work. Because you have certain sport that you really need talent for it, you know? Because have you ever done tennis? That thing is strange, you know?
Yeah.
You have to have talent for that thing, or else it will not work. Here with boxing, you don't need the talent. You just need hard work. You just need to be consistent. You know, you just need to show up in training, listen to the coach. If you do all those things, it's gonna come in by itself. Yeah,
All
so yeah,
right.
it's really like that. Everybody can do it.
So you heard that everybody can do it. So
Yeah,
just
it's
go, guys.
true. But you just have to follow it. You have to go for it.
Yeah, you need discipline, like you said, and motivation. Well, Adelson, I think we have said it all. So thank you for your trust, like we really appreciate it. Bon, ben les gars, c'est la fin de ce podcast, donc merci d'être restés jusqu'au bout. J'espère que vous avez apprécié cette interview, enfin en tout cas cette discussion plutôt avec Adelson et que vous avez pu en tirer quelque chose. En tout cas, pour nous, ce qui était important, c'est de pouvoir partager justement les parcours, les expériences de personnes qui sont soit totalement différentes ou alors qui viennent d'horizons totalement différents aussi. Donc vraiment, n'hésitez pas à nous follow sur notre page, allez sur Instagram, sur YouTube, abonnez-vous, faites des commentaires, likez, c'est vraiment important pour nous, ça nous donnera de la force. Donc voilà, je vous attends pour le prochain épisode. Donc ne bougez pas, restez avec nous, on reviendra très bientôt. Et sur ce, je vous dis à bientôt.